Hello guys, it's gonna be the next video of the series about this Porsche 987 Boxster. It's in a very rough condition, but you know, with every video hopefully we're gonna make it slightly better and better. And the topic of today's video probably gonna be the convertible top and repair of the top, and also since the rear control module is the part of the convertible top system, and as you remember in probably first video, the module was toast for that car, and as a matter of fact I couldn't replicate my previous experience when I used Touareg module and replaced few components from the flooded module into the good ones from Touareg, because in our case with this Boxster the module was too flooded. The legs, the contacts were falling off from the IC chips, so I couldn't pretty much get the chip transplanted into the module that I took from my Cayenne, and I had nothing to do then to purchase the used module of eBay. But the module was originally used in 911, which is 997 chassis, and for the most part it works in this car without anything, but the convertible top doesn't work and the rear spoiler doesn't work as well. However, those two components, spoiler and convertible top, works when I'm commanding it to open or to close from my diagnostic computer, and so which means the module itself, you know, producing signals to those components and they work as intended. However, the car doesn't know how to communicate properly because it's not 911. Besides that, convertible top, as I figure out, got the problem mechanically. Not only the module is not being coded properly, also the mechanics that fails for the convertible top to operate properly. So we'll try to fix it as well. So coming back to the rear control module, in order to convert the rear control module from working with 911 for it to work with 987, I rented out the cable, the special cable for Porsche from a company or guy from eBay, and I just downloaded and installed the software on my laptop, and we're gonna see if we'll be able to do the coding for this module. I never ever operate this program yet, so I'm gonna be learning as you guys. So let's select Porsche. This is my diagnostic scanner. It's not anything that I purchased or rented off eBay right now. I just wanted to show you what I meant when I can operate those items by commanding it from this computer. Okay, system selection. We go to the rear end electronics. We're going to, what was it, Actuation Test, and for example I can release the rear trunk. Start. You heard the click. Trunk is released. So, and it comes through the rear control module. Let's do the extend spoiler command. Click start, and you see the spoiler just raised. It doesn't do it when I press the button inside the cabin. Let's retract the spoiler. Start, and spoiler slowly goes back. So we know that the spoiler works, we know that the rear control module works, because it's obviously passing those commands to the spoiler. Now, in regards to the convertible top, go back, convertible top opening. Like I mentioned previously, the convertible top got the mechanical problems, so it won't open as properly as it should. But let's at least convertible top opening, at least let's partially open it. That's it. And it's trying to open it, and looks like it's slightly jammed, because you see, little by little it's trying to open it, and then it doesn't have enough power, I guess, to open it completely. So I'm not sure, maybe it needs to be looped. But besides that, what is the real problem is that front portion, like, or the canvas top portion, doesn't have any connection with the motor. The linkage is broken, and that's what we're gonna try to fix today as well, the linkage. So let's try to do that. So I partially opened, this compartment, and probably it's gonna be easier for me to show you when at least this part of the roof is folded. Do you see this ball socket, or actually, whatever it is, how it goes? This rod, you see, like this broken plastic piece, supposed to be put on this ball joint. Same thing happened on the other side. However, it's even more severe, because this rod is kind of jammed. I'm gonna need to use some kind of pry bar or something to attempt to release it, because I can't do this just by my fingers. Let me try to give you a better look. You see this rod? It's right here with the white end. So maybe it's even bent, I don't know, because I can't use, I cannot remove it by myself. Probably gonna need some kind of pry bar or screwdriver or something, try to get it up. It looks very, very bent, unfortunately. Maybe that's why the whole thing is kind of jamming. I was able to unjam it without using screwdriver by simply allowing this top to raise slightly more, and because the mechanism is turning in there, that's how it kind of let me to unjam it. And you can see it's much more bent. You see how it is on this side. It's much more bent than the rod on this side. This one is nearly straight. So I'm gonna need to remove this rod, attempt to straighten it, hopefully, and then we're gonna put replacement sockets back, and maybe it's gonna be fixed. So this is how it was installed, and looks like it was installed with a Torx bolt. However, I used it was installed with the hex bolt. I used the Torx, and it slightly damaged the head, but that's fine. So slightly bent. I'm gonna use the torch to heat it up, and I'm gonna bend it back. I don't think it's that broken. Probably if I'm gonna try to correct it without the heat, it may snap, but with the heat, I think there is still a chance for it to be alive. and I need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threads for the replacement socket, because it needs to be, you know, properly adjusted, and I think 6 threads is what's left here. That's that. Let me remove this one. So it's like a rubber seals or grommets. Oop. I'll be back shortly. I was able to straighten it slightly. It's not perfect, but it's much better, and I think it should work. I'm gonna let it cool down a bit because it's still pretty hot, and we're gonna replace this ball joint socket and do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll try to put it back in place. I use some paint to, you know, to mark the threads. I guess the blue color won't make much difference in design for this blue Porsche. Let's use the vice grips. And probably the pliers. Will it work? Yep. It sits fairly tight, actually. Oop. Sorry guys for pushing you. It's pretty tight, I would say. It's even become much warmer when I removed it. I guess because the threads were slightly corroded and expanded, that's why it came off pretty tight. The replacement one, let's see how easy it's gonna go. Okay, you know what I did? I just removed my markings with that. Alright, that's funny. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess this is the answer. Oh, let's try to install it back. You guys probably won't be able to see a thing, but okay, 2 grommets on one side, 1 grommet on the back side. I can even barely see it. I'm gonna use the ratchet. Bolt the thing. I would say other side looks very similar to this one. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I'm gonna replace the thing and we'll proceed further. New thing is on. Let's put it back. Okay, now we need to get this roof into the possible open position so we could get to the socket, hopefully without damaging those rods. Let me take you here to show you. So this is the old broken socket right here, and this is the new rod, and we're gonna need to somehow probably pry it with a screwdriver, and we're gonna need to snap this one back in place. I just popped both those sockets in place onto the ball joint, and I'm not sure, it's very possible that they're gonna need like readjustment, like, you know, to put the threads back and forth, because it was, you know, at least damaged on one side. But let's see if okay. What about the closing? It's jamming on the other side. Okay, let's command stop, start. I can see that the battery is getting low. Actually, it doesn't have enough power as well. Let me stop it. It's very possibly I won't be able to start the car right now. Yeah, actually the battery is dead now, almost dead. That's why I guess there is not enough power to raise the top. So I started the car, so sorry for the noise, so battery could charge slightly. But let's continue. We've been trying to close the top. All right. Better than before. some noises. It probably needs to be looped as well, but let's do the opposite now. Let's try to open it again. Looks like there is some mechanical problems on the right side, maybe the gears. Because yes, I can confirm the strange sounds coming from the kind of motor assembly, I guess, which is like on the right hand side. It's kind of shakes, so probably the gears are shredded. Maybe this is the partially why those two white ball joints been damaged, but at least it's somewhat in sync now. Okay, so partially we're done with the roof repair. So I'm gonna be looking forward next to, you know, do some like with the mechanical repair with the for the end, I guess, for the motor on the left side. But right now let's try to dive and do the Durametric software thing, what I told you I rented from eBay, and we'll see if it's gonna help us to do something with the rear control module. So this is the first time I pretty much open this software, and the cable is attached. Looks like it recognized the cable. Boxster 987. Okay. From 2005-2008. Tiptronic transmission. Okay. All right. Durametric professional cable is attached. Okay, rear fault codes. Okay, I guess we can erase the fault codes. Communication, convertible top unit, blah blah. Okay, there is the coding. That's what we're looking for. Coding log. I understand the risks. Let's do backup coding first on a desktop. A rear control module. Okay, on a desktop or in documents actually. Okay, now it's on a desktop. Save. So in case I will do something bad. Coding. Automatic transmission. Okay, it's probably installed, I guess. Vehicle type 987. I heard some beeps inside. There is no rear vamp, no soft top installed. Have no idea what is SAD. DWA, anti-theft, alarm control, RAM. Spoiler depends on acceleration. Probably yes. Spoiler function depends on starting. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure. Let's read the fault codes again. It's been quite a while since it showed like communication process, please wait, but I mean nothing is happening. Probably I'm gonna need to close the program and restart it maybe. I don't know. It takes too much time. Alright, I reset the whole system and I was able to erase fault codes from rear control module. No faults found, green check mark. The switch for the convertible top started to work inside, the cabin. However, the button for a spoiler doesn't work. What's interesting is that actually PSM off button doesn't work as well. So this one, do nothing. This one, do nothing. I noticed that the heated seats buttons do nothing. All other buttons work. So I assume, what if someone was, back there and disconnected something, or in case the flood was, that bad that it's raised the water up to here, but looks like it's not the case, because I don't see any kind of signs of water on the seats or on the carpet, so probably this is not the case, and I think maybe someone tried to do something. Also, on a side note, many of those buttons are like sticky, like something was spilled, and this button even doesn't want to push normally. It doesn't click. It's very, very soft. It's like a sticky button. Maybe that's has something to do with this too. I don't know. Because okay, of course. When I release this and press the button, you can hear the mechanism is working, but again on the left side something with the gears. They're probably stripped because it was jammed, and that's something that we gonna need to address. But again, it started to opening, closing. It started to show something, so the coding went fine. We just need to find out what's the heck is happening here, why the PSM is not working and the spoiler retract button is not working either. So that's gonna be the wrap for today's video, because I'm gonna need to do some research. What kind of parts do I need to fix this convertible top mechanism? Other than that, looks like maybe it's worth to me to invest around $700 into this cable, because maybe it's not gonna be my only Porsche, and this actual software and cable allows to do the coding, which I cannot do with my normal diagnostic computer. So guys, stay tuned. Probably is gonna be another video about this freaking motor, or gears inside the motor, whatever is gonna turn out to be. And with that, I am signing off. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.